It's broken. I mean, you can probably get one for like 80, 90 bucks. You can probably get one for like 80, 90 bucks. This one's broken. This button's broken. Like you can tell, it's not like if you press it to turn it on and off, you can tell it's not legitimate.
You get that? You order that on Amazon?
Yes, you can get the brand is called Zingzum. It's Chinese made. It's not the best, but for the money, it's not bad. It's lasted me like 3.5 years. And it was only 90 bucks.
Okay.
So it really, I mean, if you do recording, it really stabilizes your recording. Like you see how like my transitions are kind of smooth all the way around. I just turn it.
What you film? Social media you filming?
I'm broadcasting live to YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, I have like.
Check this out. Let me tell you people.
All right.
We are the Hebrew Israelites, the people of the Bible, the Jews, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Same way the brother asked you what your nationality was, and you said it was Vietnamese. You ask our people, they not gonna know. They gonna say African American. That comes from two white men.
I should have responded. I was told I'm Vietnamese.
You was told.
That's how I should have responded. I didn't think about your question very deeply. I apologize.
Because the Most High he made 18 different nations. So we all come from one of those nations. But what happened was the so-called white man that mixed everybody up, that changed their names, that changed the names of the lands. So mainly to us though, because you can trace your roots back through your people. You know what I'm saying? You know where you come from, what name you come from. But our people was taken into slavery on slave ships and brought over here and made to lose their nationality and their heritage because of our disobedience to the Most High God. So now it's time to
excuse the speakers.
Wake up out of sleep. You're making that money.
They send me messages.
I am undercover
They
federal
like me to
agent.
interact with people.
I suggest you brothers run away from me now.
They say this might get me beat up. I can use it if you're offended. They want to see bad things happen to me.
Watch this. Don't worry about it. Watch this.
They want to see really bad things happen to me.
He said nigger, right? We're not niggers. So we don't give a damn. But we've been getting called that word for centuries, right? This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1. And there was in a church that was at Antioch. Look at Antioch.
Oh, you can't make this up.
Put it up there. Let them see Antioch.
Did you guys put that up there?
No. It's a coincidence, I guess.
It's right there. It's right
Yeah. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called nigger, and Lucius and Syrian and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod, the tetrarch of Saul. Now check this out. They trying to get you beat up, right?
Oh yeah, they want to see my head smashed in.
Watch this.
It won't happen there.
It won't happen. Because we know who we are now. Now if you went to some people that did not know who they were, then you might have that problem.
Well, I figure you were a scholar, you spoke well, and...
Watch this.
Strong's G 3526. Nigger.
And watch what it means. You think we worry about them calling nigger? We know what it means. This is what it means.
I honestly don't even know what it means.
It only means this right here.
Let's go to the Bible comparison.
And your forefather was a black man as well. Black.
Let's see here, right here. In the NLT, among the prophets and teachers of the church at Antioch in Syria, and were Barnabas and Simeon. That was called what?
The black man.
That's what nigger means. Nigger is Latin for black. Just like Negro is Latin. I mean, Spanish for black. So they're ignorant.
It's social media.
We know. It ain't a bunch of clowns on there.
It's just social media.
A bunch of Twitter fingers. And Facebookers. We out in the street. You out in the street.
I'm here.
They on social media trying to get you beat up, but you in the streets.
I actually was right here like 4 years ago, and they were smashing someone's head in, like right there. And I ran up, I was like, stop smashing his head in. And he pushed Mesa and threatened to spray me for saying that. Because once I started saying it, everyone else around me was like, stop smashing his head in. Because they were just pushing his head to the ground. I get like restraining someone, but this guy was just pushing his head into the ground. It was the police.
So we know who we are.
We know who we are now. And I think that's what makes a lot of people so angry, is because we have woken up to who we really are. We're not, like I said, we don't worry about the word nigger no more. And anytime that the so-called white man begin to say, oh, don't never use the N-word, that's because he don't want you or no one else to trace us back to who we really are. Because the real Israelites was called niggas for a long time. And even when you go back and look at the genealogy, it says in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it says Ham was the forefather of the dark races, but not the Negro. You know what I'm saying? So we know who we are.
Let's see what King Solomon said.
Yeah, let's look at what King Solomon
Jew.
said.
Sons of Solomon 1:5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black.
Say that word again.
Black.
He said, look not upon me because y'all think I'm a nigga. That's what he said.
Because you're going to see why.
Yeah.
This is what niggas do. Look not upon me because they made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyards have I not kept.
Respect fellow
When we
human
hating on
beings.
each other.
Respect.
When we hating on each other, we being niggas. That's why they call us niggas. Because it's an attitude that we have towards each other. His own siblings sent him to the vineyard and the sun was tearing him up. So he said, look not upon me because I am black. Because they treat me like I'm a nigga.
Right.
That's what the white man did. He put us in the vineyards and the cotton fields and called us nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So we not affected by that word. Because we know that we are the
So this
princes of
isn't
the
even
power.
really like a religious thing.
This is
No,
heritage.
no religion. It's a heritage.
I thought it was like religious.
No, just like if you ever look it up, the so-called white man has made it out of a religion, so that for everybody can forgive him. You know what I'm saying? But here's the key thing, but you got to always remember, is that Abraham, Lot, who was the nephew of Abraham, they all knew who they were, and they was all from Hebrew Israelites.
They also sing songs.
Hebrew, brother.
They also sing songs, and it's really distracting me because I have ADHD.
Oh, they tweaking.
How they even do that?
It's a software. So if you go on my stream, there's a link and there's a software, but it costs money, and that's how I make my money.
Yeah.
It's
They can mess with you.
well, I've gotten arrested a few times because of them. Because like if I'm in front of the cops,
Yeah,
they
spit something
would
out.
say, they would do like piggies,
Damn.
piggies.
You're a thrill chaser.
And it's, I mean, I've jumped out a couple of airplanes back in my younger days for the military. So yeah, I've been known to be an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you nailed it. A
We
junkie.
gonna get the truth here today. We
Yeah.
adrenaline. Being black in America is enough of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for anybody who think that the Bible is religion, let's see what the Bible says. Out of the book of the Apocrypha, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
The what?
The law that endureth forever. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. This is a heritage thing, and it was only for the Israelites. So the Bible is only for the nation of Israel. It's not for everybody. Christianity is for everybody because it's pagan. They idol worshippers. But the Bible
I feel that.
is for the Israelites, and it's the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, spiritually alive. But such as leave it shall die. Turn ye, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Now watch this. If this book is for everybody, why would it say this? Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High God are made known to us. Those people in Israel, they're not Israelites. They're not even Jews.
They're Edomites.
They're Edomites. They're so-called white people. If they were Israelites, they would say they were Israelites, but they say they are Jewish, right? What do ISH means on the word? It means to pertain to. If it's blackish, is it black?
Yeah, ish. Pertains
If
to.
it's reddish, is it red? So if it's Jewish, is it a Jew?
It's ish.
Now check this out. If it's British, is it a Brit?
That's
Is
a
that
good
her
question.
black Jesus? I want to know for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Why are they blacks?
They
Pigger,
changed their
pigger,
names.
pigger, 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 pigger,
Changed
pigger,
our
pigger,
names.
pigger, 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 pigger.
You know,
Why would they say that?
one question that we haven't asked while we've been standing up. What's your name?
My name is Bao, or let me reframe that. I go by bow. Or no, I respond to bow.
Bow?
Yes, sir. I've been told that my name is Bow. However, I don't have any evidence of that.
What you call yourself?
That's a good question.
Check this out.
Yeah.
We was given names too
Yeah.
that we didn't agree to. So what we do? We went and got our God-given names. I'm not adhering to no white man slave name that he put on us. I'm not even adhering to the name my mother gave me. I'm not in agreement. Never have been. So therefore, I'm Nehemiah from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel. Understand me? See how that works? Instead of saying I'm an African American, or I'm a Negro, or I'm black, that's foolishness. We can trace back our lineage through the Bible, all the way to Africa. That's how good the Bible is. So therefore, the Bible has everybody in it, but the Bible only talking to one people because it's our book, giving history from our point of view. Same way if you go to China. If you're going to go to China and get an American history book.
No, I would definitely get a Chinese history book.
Exactly. And then it's going to speak to you from the Chinese point of view, right?
Right, yeah.
But you over here in America, they can have a conflict with each other. You're going to get their side of the story from over there. You're going to get their side from over here.
For sure.
So the Israelites gave our side of the worldview. And that's what the Bible is. So how can it fit everybody if it's only talking about one people? The Israelites. So the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are those people because none of them know who they are. Because their heritage got taken away from us, right? Just like it said was going to happen. So therefore, we're out here to cry out loud to our people to try to build them back to this marriage, build them back to our heritage, and build them back to their God. You know what I'm saying? Because they lost sheep out there.
That's
So
big.
if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. So just like if it was Vietnamese people out here who didn't know who they were, you know they didn't know who they were because they got brought over here back in the day. Now they think they Americans and they ain't doing no Vietnamese customs.
Yeah.
And you've been chosen to go out here and try to teach your people who they are.
Yep.
That's what our job is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. If you go back and look up the history of the Vietnam War, when the Viet Cong, Vietnamese, all them, when they began to see black men over there fighting for this wicked country, you know what they would run up and tell them instead of killing them? They would say, "I have nothing against you." We almost, they say we're the same people because they know the lineage of how it go back. But they say you fighting a white man's war. Why are you fighting against us? We have nothing against you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why so many blacks was able to, the so-called blacks was able to come back from the Vietnamese war when they really sent them over there to die. You see what I'm saying? The white man is and I hope your people can hear this very clearly. The white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible
That's the
speaks
Bible
of.
speaks of.
I hate the
That's
white man.
him. Yeah.
Right.
It's always the white man that's like, oh, you broke a law.
Yeah.
You know?
He the last great Vietnamese. He the last great Native American. He the last great everything.
Last samurai.
Yeah, the last samurai.
The last Negro.
Last Negro. He everything.
I'm glad I stopped. You guys are good.
You alright, man?
But our people hate
You
that
guys are
thing,
alright.
man.
Yeah.
You guys are alright.
Say, do you got Vietnamese people who love the white man?
Mostly we think they're the white devil as well.
Good job. Good job.
I'll
Good
pray.
job.
I don't trust him. My audience doesn't trust him for sure. And
You better not trust him.
yeah.
The Lord say, never trust thine enemy. For his iron rusteth, so of his wickedness. And they just keep running around the world. And our people just keep thinking they the good guy because they watch these damn movies. This is the devil in the flesh.
So can I ask you what because at some point you did not have these beliefs, correct? At some point you were.
But we were born in this country under Christianity.
Can I ask you what led you to believing in what you believe now?
You keep seeing your people getting dogged out, and they keep telling you, no, love everybody. But then you keep getting harassed, you keep getting profiled, you keep getting discriminated against. But they keep saying, no, we're all one.
Yeah.
As if you, the scripture say, surely oppression makes the wise man mad. At some point, if you got the sense God gave, you'll realize that they lying to you. And then you'll realize that what they done taught you is a lie. And you'll start researching and looking into it, studying to show that
Is
something's true.
true.
and
From the
seeking out the
long-lost
Most High
tribe of the
God.
Bad
He'll reveal these
His
things.
tribal name is
What is it?
Rooks with little bone
There is
cut,
Chank.
Curslet.
Death
From the
row
long-lost
inmates
tribe of
live
Bad
better
Badger.
than this. Yeah, but they're black.
That's me. I'm taking out the context right there. I was definitely
You have a black
No, we ain't black. You black.
No, I'm not black.
Right.
See the
Yeah.
difference? See the big difference?
Yeah, you're more like a mocha.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a brown.
Exactly. Like if
like
you
a
get
cow.
deep into Vietnam,
dark-skinned.
they dark skinned
Oh,
people
it's
there.
worse than me. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been out much this
Yeah.
summer, but if I'm out, like,
We know the white man is the only red thing on the planet. He has no melanin in his skin.
So-
none.
So Bow, I was gonna ask you a
Yes,
while
sir.
ago. What do you? I mean, have you ever heard of Jesus?
I've heard of Jesus being spoken about in this thing called the Bible, and that's as much as I've heard of it. I was raised Roman Catholic due to the French influence. You know how the French come over there and they're like,
You were raised Roman Catholic?
yes, sir.
Did you know?
That's a conqueror. You've been conquered.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Well, you know the French, they came and conquered and
Conquered every damn body.
yeah. That's what
Okay.
happened in Vietnam. The French came, they had a colony there.
It happened to everybody.
Did you know that the Roman Catholic Church, that they sponsored the transatlantic slave trade, in which our ancestors were brought over here, over into the Americas in slavery?
I have reasons to believe that it goes back further and that I sound crazy, but I believe there's only a handful of people that control everything. and I mean like everything, banking, commerce, trading people.
The Jews,
I don't know.
Jewish.
the Jewish,
Yeah.
Shalakia,
I don't know.
Khazar.
Sorry.
I think that word is mentioned, but if you just without all that, right? If we just take it for what it is, like it's just a handful of families: the
It
DuPonts,
is.
the Rockefellers,
And them is the servants.
The Kissingers,
the Kissingers,
Yeah.
and
The
they,
Koch brothers.
yes,
yes, and they
the
put-
Bushes.
You ain't even counting the ones over in Europe.
Yes, of course.
Oh,
You on them?
I don't know.
Did she fall?
No, she set it up there and it took off rolling on them.
It don't matter if it's a small group of people. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So is everybody. The scriptures say, if you sinning against the Most High, you're a child of the devil. So all the people that's sinning against the Most High is a servant of the Satan. Point blank period. In Babylon is the headquarters. The Vatican Church is the headquarters of a religious pagan sect.
Do you believe like the devil like is manifesting himself in our reality?
In the spirit.
I've been told that the devil has an office in New York, and it's not a joke. Like it's
We believe that.
yeah, like
He got an office right up there.
yes,
He got an office up there. He got an office in all these
everywhere.
places.
yeah.
This-
Bow.
Yes,
We
sir.
are living in hell.
Do you believe that the white man is the devil?
I believe the white man is the devil. No, seriously,
He is the
from
devil.
what I've seen.
Is that one of your girls or something?
No, I don't have any girls.
Well, business social.
No. We're not. So I go solo when I do my business. I don't have anyone watching me. I don't bring any scallywags along. I don't. I don't need none of that drama in my life. You know.
Yeah.
You got you got a little swag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, I appreciate that. I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Swag. I think that's like swagger. Like
You got some swag.
like I carry myself okay, I guess, in a respectable manner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I try to respect everyone and try to be as articulate as I can because I didn't come from here, so I don't know the language. I had to learn all that.
Keep your heritage, man. That's all I can tell you.
Man, my heritage has been so destroyed. Like,
They've got 2 cambacks on Shank. Nice.
What do you say?
He's saying there's 2 campbacks on Chank. So my audience is a little racist. Instead of calling me a Chank, they call me a Chank. They send me music as well. There's another one.
You only a chink if you were here too.
Yeah, I don't really care. Words don't really do a whole lot for me. Unless they're meaningful.
If you emotional,
Right.
they'll do something. If you ain't emotional, it don't matter.
This is just
Listen to them when they're emotional. And they feel it.
And the thing about them, they never give up. They keep trying until you break. Until you break. We men, we don't break.
We ain't
We don't break. We ain't breaking.
That's why they don't like us.
Yeah.
We're from the old normal school.
So how did you hear was it what was the Genesis story as far as like how you went from another belief to
You
this?
gotta be seeking it out, man. And
Okay,
you gonna go through, our brothers
I know you
go
told me
through
you-
everything. They tried Muslim, they tried
I
5%, they
see.
tried this, they tried that, they tried this. And until you the Most High God, and everybody got a story. And once you hit jackpot, you gonna know. We know none of them religions, even Christianity, is gonna teach the black man who he is.
Do you recall the moment that you're like, man, this is all BS, this is all a lie?
Well,
Yep. when I voted for Obama the second time,
Gotcha.
and I
Got him.
found out that Obama wasn't an American black man. You are what your father is. So Obama's father is a Kenyan.
Oh, a Kenyan?
Yes.
I didn't know
His
that.
mother was white.
Ah.
We're not Kenyans.
Mm.
So therefore, he's not the same as us. But they played us. They played us.
yep.
That's like saying, oh, we don't have the first Asian American, right? And you like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then but you find he looked like he an Asian. But then you find out he a goddamn Arab. But he looked like you. But they telling you he you, but you find out he really not you. That was it. Because they've been lying to us the whole time. We already know your politics is lies. We already know your election is lies. When you tricked us with that one and bamboozled us, that was it. Now it's time to find who we really are. And you go on that journey. That was for me.
Okay.
And then you realize every goddamn thing they taught you was a lie.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's brutal. It's
They went to the moon. They ain't went to no goddamn moon.
Right.
If they went to the moon, you know the white man would have been back.
all right. So here's the theory, right? Some believe the moon is a hologram.
They some idiots.
I-
Some of them idiots.
Do you believe that the moon is actually there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just don't think they went there?
You know.
Hell no,
You know
they
how.
didn't go there.
You know how.
I'm with you on that.
Did he go to?
You
did
don't
the
think
white
they
man
went
go
there
to-
either.
No.
Did the white man go to
Vietnam? Have you seen the
Vietnam?
footages?
Did the white man go to Vietnam?
Yeah. They
Did
went
he
to-
come back?
Yeah.
And did he come back again?
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
keep coming back?
Yeah. He's in Iraq now, I think.
That's what he do.
Yeah.
That's what he do.
Watch this here. This is how we know that the moon is real.
Okay.
Because that's how we keep our days, our holy days.
Moon means month.
Moon. That's right. It means month.
I'm not saying it's not real in a convention, in the sense of that it's there.
Yeah.
You want me to prove to this real? Do the waves of the sea react to the moon?
Do
moon
they?
cycles? Yes.
Do they?
Do the animals react to the moon cycles?
I do that.
Do our women's cycles react to the moon
They
cycles?
do.
That for sure, yeah. Damn, they be doing that.
He said, yeah,
You see, that's the show, right?
No, it's
stuff
true.
connected to it. So if it was a hologram,
You see, you just got me with the first one. I agree with you on the second one with the animals, because that's like there's a spiritual connection there, right? I agree with you with the women, because there's some kind of connection there as well. What I can't make sense of is the water. Why?
tides, the waves.
Let's be honest,
That's why you
folks.
have high tide and low tide.
Is it why you have high tide and low tide?
Reacting to the moon. You gotta
Now-
know about the moon, though. You
Okay.
know about the moon.
Let's say that's...
Sir, my message is simple. Niggers, Jews, homosexuals, Mexicans, Arabs, and all kinds of different shapes.
We hate you too, white boy.
You know what? According to the
Hey,
scriptures,
hey.
yeah, we hate you, white
Hey,
boy.
hey.
Just like God hates your
Yes, that's
red
right.
ass.
Hey, Bow. Let me ask you a question, Bow. We have a few more minutes. Let me ask Bow one more
Thank you for
question.
the time, by the way.
Do you know another race of people on this earth other than the so-called black man, African American man, who is oppressed, beaten, ridiculed, dogged out, spit up on? You know another race of people other than that goes through the things that the so-called black man goes through?
I don't recall.
Should've rephrased
I don't
that
recall.
You should have
How would you
rephrased it
rephrase
like
it?
this.
How would you rephrase it?
What race of people, when you in a room full of people, right? What race of people do everybody react to when they walk in the room?
The black.
Whether positively or negatively.
He doesn't
Do
believe
they
a
say
word you
something
all
when the
say.
black
He
leaves
is a
out the
lying
room
chump,
and
and
it's
he
just
can
y'all in
whip
the
all
room?
you asses. He is better than Bruce Lee
Come
at
on,
Asian
be
Junk
honest.
who do.
Only listen.
Please, no, will all be charged back for the racist
If
hate
you all in
against
the- if
white
you in the room
gentlemen.
with
Oink, 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 oink.
That's what's wrong with America right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Con.
If you in a room full of different races of people, and that black person walk out, don't everybody got something to say?
I believe so. I've been in a couple of those rooms where the black guy leaves and everybody's like, hey man, did you see that black guy?
Did the black guy do anything to anybody?
Nah, he just sat there, just minding his own
Can you
business.
tell me anything that the black man has done as a nation of people to anybody else on this planet?
I can't recall such an event.
Yeah, we couldn't. We've been in slavery for 400 years.
I can't recall any event.
Give me that Luke. Give me that Luke 1 in 68.
Because
I want you to hear this.
we've been in slavery for 400 years, right? So why the hell everybody got a problem with us? When we the ones got put in slavery.
Exactly.
You know what I think?
Didn't y'all do it, white boy? Didn't y'all do it?
You know what I think? I think it's subliminal. Like everything black is bad.
It's a white
And
man
then,
talking.
you know what I mean? Like the
That's
black
what the white
witch
man's
is bad,
called.
right?
That's what the white man taught.
witch is good.
Look,
Right?
they
Thank
listen to the
Fucky,
devil
fucky. Goddamn
and went against
crackers
the
always
children
messing
of
up.
God. That's what happened. Y'all listen to the devil and listen to what he had to say and went against the children of God. That's why the whole UN, ain't no black representation in the UN. It's
You know, like
Vietnamese representation.
just everything in the media, like everything black is bad,
Mhm.
white
Yeah.
is good. And,
But the white people is the one that dropped 2 nuclear bombs on Japan.
like when you go to a wedding, right? It's white. Everything's white. When you go to a funeral, it's black. It's just
The angels are white.
and the devil's black.
But really, and all that's true. But here's the key to it. It's called reverse psychology.
Mhm.
Because we know who really black is. It's them red bastards. Okay, because they the most evilest thing on the planet, right?
I'll concede that.
The so-called Jews of the Most High God, we are the white ones, real white ones, okay? If you're gonna talk about white, give me this, Hog. Let's see this.
This is Book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68.
Uh-huh.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Blessed be the God of
Israel.
everybody.
Of Israel,
read.
who has visited and redeemed his people,
He visited and redeemed his people,
and has raised up a horn of salvation
which is Christ, Yahushua, his real name,
for
not
us.
Jesus.
With a Y, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
For us in the house of his servant David,
David. Read.
as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets,
Uh-huh.
which have been since the world began,
Uh-huh.
that we
Listen to this.
should be saved
Uh-huh.
from our enemies.
We're gonna be saved from our enemies.
Bring
so
that
many
out,
years they've been dealing us so badly. Okay, but Christ is coming back to save us from our enemies and from what else?
and from the hand of all that hate us.
Now watch this here. From the hands of all them that hate us. Let me show you how the so-called oppressor did that. Give me Psalms 83. Watch how this ties in together, and you watch how all these nations allowed themselves to get caught up with the goddamn devil. What? Yeah, this last one I gotta go to.
That's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult,
The same enemies that God has, we have. Read.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Crafty counsel, meaning let's just do away with these niggas. Let's stop these niggas from being knowing who they are. Okay? I believe in my heart that the secret that America got is the secret that they tell every president that makes it to the last 2 president, Democrat, Republican, don't ever let these niggas know that they are the Israelites.
That's right.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
What?
That's the reason why for so many years we never knew who we were.
That's right.
We was that nation because they cut us off. Listen who it is.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So now it's no more Israel, it's Israeli or Jewish and all this here. Because like Deacon plainly said, they have did crafty counsel against us. Read on.
For they have assaulted each other with one consent.
One consent.
They are Confederate against
They're what against us?
Confederate against thee.
South, all you ever hear about around here is Confederate. Remember at one time, about 3-4 years ago, there was, oh, let's bring down the Confederate statues. Let's do this. Because Confederacy is nothing but white supremacy. That's what it is. Bring it out, huh?
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacle of Edom is number one. That's the so-called white man, which is not white. He is red. Okay? You see his blood go through his skin. Read on.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites. That's them over there in Saudi Arabia and places like that. Bring out.
Of Moab.
Of Moab. Moab possibly can be your people. Okay? Okay? Because Moab.
Chinese.
It was two children came from Lot, and what happened is Lot's wife messed around and she looked back where God told her don't look back into the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. So she turned back to look, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Then the two daughters thought the world was over with. So what they did is they took their dad up there, got him drunk, and had sex with him, and so that they can have babies bound. Okay.
Let me show your people this. This is out the biblical baby names. I could have got another book. This is what they put in their book. Classical baby names. Esau. Harry.
What's up, man? I was there, homie. When you see something looking stupid, nigga, that shit's dumb. Okay? I'm talking about anytime you see something stupid, nigga, it's dumb. You know, like a nigga with a motherfucking shit with the hunter,
considered a significant character in world history and the forefather of the Roman Empire. So when it say Edom, Roman Empire, what's spurred off of the Roman Empire?
It's gonna go on for a while. It was a $25 message. And these goes on forever.
But it's all right. We got the message out. Esau is the white man, goddamn.
And the goddamn devil that the
The
Bible.
leader of the UN, the leader of NATO, the leader of the G20, the G5, the leader of every goddamn demon on this planet. He the leader. That's why I started with Edom first. They telling you who they are.
Yeah,
Esau is the so-called white man.
The so-called white
And they are
man.
Confederate against us, and they got everybody rolling with them. The Ishmaelites, the Hagarenes, which is Egyptians. Goddamn me, Lot.
I know you gentlemen said you have to go, and you spent a lot of time with me educating me on what why you were out here. Where can I go to get additional info advice? Right?
Let's get it. You gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I just...
We black men who work.
We gotta go. We gotta go on that slave plantation tomorrow,
We got
right?
our 40 acres and a mule, but we in there with 40 hours.
We gotta go on that slave plantation in the morning.
We're all slaves.
Yeah. You a slave?
I know it's always gonna be boring to you when you don't like the truth. See that?
You can't. Hey, how did you migrate over here?
It wasn't my choice.
Everybody ain't got money to waste on
But, hold up.
songs.
But how you migrate over here?
I didn't. My mother did, and I didn't have a say in it.
Were you forced to come over here?
I was not forced.
Then you're not a slave then.
No. A slave in the sense that I worked for the mighty fiat dollar.
But we're slaves in the sense that we were forced over here. Our ancestors were forced. We didn't have a choice. This is not our homeland over here.
And slaves and everything else.
And we had to work free in the fields.
Every building you see, every university over here and everything was built off the backs and blood of our people.
Did you know that?
I did not.
We built this country. Our ancestors built this country.
Oh yeah, for sure. With the slave, I didn't mean slave in that sense. I meant like I was a slave to like work.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, like
I feel you.
In no way was I trying to compare working.
Oh no.
This is our education, though.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing personal.
But no, that was a good point. You made a good point.
All praises to the Most High.
Black people alone.
Wait, man.
They better leave these black people alone, because we gonna come back with a vengeance.
And you gentlemen, I'm not from here. As far as the United States. So you gentlemen are out here in this area in Dallas? Or?
Uh-huh.
So like.
Hey, those people that are coming on that making those little.
They're saying stuff too. Look, they're saying
Okay,
stuff. Look, they're
can
saying
you
it.
say anything back to them?
Yeah, you can. They hear everything.
Hey, you know what? When Yahweh shot the one that y'all ignorantly called Jesus Christ, when he cracked them skies, y'all keep that same damn energy what y'all got right now.
That's right.
Cause we gonna be headhunting y'all
We
ass.
gonna be calling nigger. Cause look, that's how weak they are. That's all they got.
Y'all keep that same energy.
That's all you got is
That
nigger.
same energy y'all got now, keep that same energy, cause we gonna be hunting y'all down one day. Soon as Yahweh shot crack them skies.
That's right.
Black people play the dozens all the time.
Yeah.
You got one word.
Yeah.
Well, we are tearing to every goddamn race on this planet.
Yeah.
And how you crying, boy. So you can be on social media. Nigger, that shit don't bother
Thank you
us,
so
bro.
much for spending the time with me. I really
So,
appreciate it.
All right.
Give me something, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Good seeing you, man, okay?
I wish you guys
Hey.
health and prosperity in the future.
I'm gonna remember you, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you a good job one day,
I will
man.
look up Lot. I'm intrigued in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
L-O-T.
Huh?
L-O-T. Lot.
Lot.
All right.
L-O-T.
All right, y'all, we finna get ready to sign up. Here you go, D.
Not only that, this is the part that you really want to check out too. Is that look up the history of Vietnam and American War and see the tales that a lot of Vietnamese said about so-called black men in America.
Yes, sir. I bid you farewell.
All right.
Sometimes it's good to see